Welcome to episode 4 of Stoney in the City podcast.
Yeah.
I am Jada Ross, Company of Kings.
I am the girl Stoney.
And I am Nails Cat. Ew.
Okay, I see everybody. Ew.
Let's go.
So today is episode 4, and once again, like always, we appreciate everybody for coming through on this soft Wednesday and just fucking with us. I'm about to say messing with us, like I can't cuss. Fucking with us, like what the fuck? Now I want to see some. Me shush? Oh, I'm about to say baby. Baby. So we have a lot of things we're going to talk about today. Our topics are love languages, and we are going to talk about excuses versus execution. So it's a lot of movers and shakers going. It's a lot of big things popping right now. So we want to get on that. So if we are a person who does do a lot of excuses, we want to get that together because our black people are rising. So we want to focus on that. Before we go to all of that, we'll talk about a few topics, current events that is going on right now. And I do think number one is that the Michael Cohen is right now currently talking. He's Trey just definitely puts his ass.
Wow.
He is.
Don't do that black man like that.
What is he doing right now? He's on trial.
He's snitching.
I was trying to find the right way to say it.
Yeah, he telling. That's what he giving up all the old secrets, everything that he did with Trump for all of them years. He giving it
As
up.
well he should.
Yes, and he has a lot to say, a whole lot to say, and a lot of people has been waiting for this for a while to hear what he had to say because they already knew what he had to say. It was all against Trump. He had the dirt. He had the tea. So everybody's been waiting, and finally when he comes out, I mean, to me it seems like he's only saying some things that we already knew. You know, he's like, oh, he's really racist. We already knew that. Oh, so this is the stamp of approval. Because now we know it's coming from somebody who has worked so close with Trump for the last 10 years, right up under him. So he know the real scoop, and that's what he's doing. Giving it all out.
Is it possible that the man just lying? Is it possible? No. Is it possible that he mad because him and Trump don't work no more?
That's what Trump gonna say. Well, that is what he is saying.
So that's what the business is.
He is saying that, he's mad because he didn't let him on the show. That's what Trump is saying right now. He's mad that he's saying all this stuff because he didn't let him on the show. He didn't do this and he didn't do all this other stuff. So that's why he's coming out spreading all these lies. He said, the guy Michael, he said that he is the one who went and paid the lady Stormy Daniels the money, $130,000.
That's the freak.
That's the lady, yes, that Trump was sleeping with. His hooker friend.
She not a freak.
And that wasn't even enough.
That's a woman.
A freak woman. A freak
Okay.
woman. A freak woman.
130,000 ain't enough. She didn't know how to negotiate.
So she was okay. So basically, let's get her tag
I
together.
would
She's
have
a
hit
porn
his
star,
ass over the
right?
head for like $1 million or something. You know what I'm saying?
But
I would have hit him over the head. You had to pay me.
But she's a porn star,
More
right?
than
Yes.
Stormy is a porn star.
Yes.
Don't shade her.
Yes, she is a porn
So
star.
that's probably her biggest payday then.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So it was right on time.
If you are a porn star and you just cashed out with Trump for $130,000, it's the big payback.
Just to give him some head.
You fine.
Just for some head.
For 15 minutes of head,
Yeah, Trump don't look
she
like
came up.
I don't think he can last that long.
15
Trump can't
minutes.
last that long.
No, you can't last
He might be a
that
little
long.
stiff.
2 minutes.
Trump might be a little stiff in the bed, like he got a bad lower back. He ain't that good in the bed.
He don't want his wig to fall off.
Wait, Trey. You said white head is different from black head?
Wow. Explain that.
Yeah, I would like to know that.
Black head got soul in it.
I think we're gonna be quiet and let's hear
So-
it.
I'm about to be like, Trey,
What'd you say,
I'm
Brandon?
getting short over there, bro. I'm just letting you know right now.
You said it's a different one to
Black head got
receive.
soul in it. And what does white head taste like? Like bland rice?
It tastes like potato salad with no seasoning.
Wow.
That's
It tastes
what white-
like
that's what white
potato
man
salad.
tastes
I don't even get white rice on my Chipotle bowl, so I don't want none of that.
Trey, you saved yourself over there, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I know a lot of people always, growing up, people always be like, I want a white woman. They don't care. They'll let you do this. So I didn't think that it was whether if somebody had put some soul in it or not. I just thought he put a little spit on that baby.
Nigga, you know what?
You said who?
Said them niggas was Stoney.
Oh, okay. Hey, I didn't know. I'm just saying. I just asked my son the other day. He told me that.
You said what?
Not about no head. I ain't asked him about no head. I didn't ask him about that. I asked him about, because he said this white girl at school gave him a sandwich that was so delicious. And I was like, and I said, well, what was on it? He said, it was a hoagie, but it had like salami and it had ham. It was like he said it had a lot of good stuff and it was on a really good bun.
Did it have white people mayonnaise on it?
I don't know what it had. So I was like, is that your girlfriend? He said, Mom, come on. And I said, what does that mean? What's wrong with white people? He said, I'm just saying, it's nothing wrong with white people, but it's not for me. I said, I was like, okay, Derek. He said, I'm just saying, it's not for me. I'm like, boy, if she bringing you good hoagies, don't do that to her.
The word on the street is white girls develop head first because they feel like it ain't losing their virginity, so they do a lot more stuff without giving up the cooch because they feel like
that's what it is, right?
Yeah. You know, black girls wasn't sliding you down in high school.
You're absolutely right. Absolutely
white girls
not.
going straight
Oh no,
I was getting fingered.
I went to Shaw, so I don't know. I went to Shaw High School, so that might have been a little different at Shaw.
Yeah, I wasn't getting real freaky as a kid. I mean, I wasn't as freaky as I am now, I would say. But I wasn't doing all that nasty. I wasn't fast in high school. I was smoking weed and getting super.
You was just fast talking.
Yeah, that was just fast talking.
You was fast talking.
I was just fighting. I was fighting.
I was fighting too. I wasn't
fucking. I was fighting.
Well,
You want to work? You want some wreck, bitch?
I was fucking in high school.
See, that's why we were friends in high school.
Yeah, I wasn't fucking. I wasn't a fast girl.
I was fighting, so we wasn't fucking. We was getting fingered.
Yeah, that's it. I was getting fingered and fucking. I mean, fighting.
Fingered and fighting.
He told the truth, y'all.
Finger and fucking.
He told the truth at the end. She was getting fingered and fucking.
Finger fuck. Two fingers.
Two fingers.
Two fingers.
And then I say my mother was paging me. I gotta go.
You had to give it up?
Before I had to give it up, my mama paging me 911.
911.
People used to be like, you a tease. Well, people still call me a tease.
Hey, do y'all remember back
Text
then?
let's go to bed.
We hated
Turn it upside down.
paging girls back in the day. We did not like paging girls back in the day.
It don't matter. I'll make your shit go dead. I literally would page my dudes so much. Like if one of my dudes would say he on his way, and
one of your dudes?
One of them. Yeah, I was a player. Been a player, baby. So I'm waiting. So one of my dudes or whatever I would page him, and they'd be like, I'm on my way, and I'd be like, all right. So growing up as a youngster, if somebody say they on their way, you ready. You ready to kick it. You ready to go get high, drunk, and all that other freaky shit. So, if you tell me you on your way and you don't get there, I'm going to make your pager shake so hard it will die. I'll knock that baby out the box.
One less hole.
It'll be 187 911 304 304 304.
What happened if a charger went dead? Did you have to put another AAA battery in it?
Yeah, I think you had to put a whole nother battery in your pager.
I remember I got fingered off of Phil Collins.
So it wasn't no charger to a pager.
No.
You are nasty.
Oh, that's what they were doing?
We was in the Cutlass with triple gold D. Shout out to that guy.
I got a question for y'all. So is that? Hey Neil, I got a question. So for y'all, is that a good feeling when y'all getting fingered?
You know what?
No,
now I don't like it.
school.
I don't like it now. I like
that was when I was a kid.
I like it.
No fingers, y'all.
I don't want no fingers.
No fingers, right?
No fingers.
I don't want no fingers now.
That's the tool of the day. No fingers.
Be careful with the fingers because people.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like that. I don't want nobody with no MJG fingernails all over me cutting me and shit and slice my shit up. Right.
Some of my dudes.
I don't like that.
Some of my dudes do cocaine. I don't want a little extra up there.
You trying to open up an envelope with your shit? I don't want that all up in there.
I don't want all that up in there.
That's a bacteria thing.
Numbed in the fist.
Yeah, you need numbs.
Hey, you can take a train after
I need
that.
numbs.
I tell you.
Hey, she like drop a bus up this pussy after you put that
Baby.
But
cocaine
if
finger
a
in
guy
there.
trying to finger me now, I think something wrong with him. Like he don't know how to fuck or something.
Yeah, we
You
ain't
try
gonna
to
do
finger
that.
me now, like what the fuck? Like that's make me think we inexperienced.
You got a finger to smell it right now.
Oh, okay.
You
So
gonna put your
people,
head down in my
people
ear.
still,
do that?
people are still fingering girls to smell them. That's the
That's
smell
old
check. That's
school.
old school.
That's old
If you've been around me all day and you don't know that this motherfucker smelling great, then you don't need
We
me.
know we done been down here already.
No,
Period.
I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't
Ain't no
trying to hear
finger
that.
test.
No,
Ain't no finger. Ain't no finger
Point
test.
for that one.
You raise your hand across that
You just trying to play it
motherfucker.
off and shit.
All I'm saying is we not putting no fingers up in that thing. Period.
You raise
We
your
over
hand
40 years
That's
old.
old
Ain't nobody
school.
getting fingered over 40 now. We ain't doing that. This over 40 over here. We ain't doing that.
Hold on, no fingering over 40?
No fingering over 40.
No fingers.
No
Fingering
fingers
over
over 40.
40. Okay? We ain't doing
I'm at that age where my coochie is sensitive. You finger me, I might get a yeast infection.
Right, you ain't doing
We ain't
that.
going there, family.
That yeast was
Don't-
already there.
No, don't put that finger up in there.
It was there
You is
already.
not about to put no finger up in my thing.
Red in her pants.
In 2019, we are against fingers. So I wanted to talk about this real quick because I saw it on Instagram that Young Thug made a post. Well, he was on somebody else's post, so I don't know if y'all know him. I'm gonna ask y'all. The guy's name is Casanova 2 times.
Yeah,
He's a rapper, Casanova,
Cass.
Cass.
Yeah.
So he made a post, and Young Thug under his post said, "You are the new Hove." Casanova 2 times. He said, "You the new Hove." Well, he actually said, "You're the new Hove, my love."
Well, you know,
Yes.
He's sensual anyway. He's
Yeah,
sensual
so
anyway.
right, so the dude said with the heart faces back with the thumbs up. So he basically saying I was just
Thank you.
first of all I went because he posted it. I said let me go find a song or something so I can even know who he talking about is the new Jay-Z. Like that's a huge title to say somebody is the new Jay-Z. So I go in there, I don't know what he was talking about. He sounded like some old smooth, slick guy. The new Jay-Z, I don't think so. I think that's a bit much, but a lot of people under the same post was like, I see where you're going with it, basically. So is this the new generation that's saying
It's probably a new
it's
generation.
the new whole?
It's the new
Because
generation.
Young Thug is something pretty special. Something wrong, he wear dresses and paint his nails.
Hold on. First off, the cash money
Clearly.
They got a problem with Hov already. Hov said he got his ladies' money, man.
I
So
don't.
why do you think he said he's the new Hov? Because Hov is big not just because of his rapping. He's
Right.
because he's an entity of himself as a businessman and how he opened up doors. So don't say you a legend and you ain't getting legend shit.
Hove is the reason that Meek Mill got out. Hove paid for
That's what
Meek
I'm
Mill's
saying.
lawyer fees to get him out. Hove is now currently paying for 21 Savage lawyer fees.
Well, Hov paid Lil
He paid
Wayne's
for-
taxes. Hov paid
No,
Lil
he
Wayne's
didn't. No, he
taxes.
didn't.
I don't know.
Y'all
about
quit
that.
spreading
You
rumors back
tried.
there. Quit spreading rumors.
Well, Hov, I know he paid for Lil Wayne taxes because Lil
Right.
Wayne was behind on his
Yeah.
taxes, and he said Hov didn't want me to tell nobody,
Yeah.
but he paid my taxes.
Jail for his child support.
So that's
Wow.
that's when you a
So
legend
who
when you
doing
bringing other
Yeah,
people
but
up.
that's now. I'm not referring to
Who doing that?
The
Yeah.
whole thing's to stab people and cheat on his girlfriend. That whole.
What?
Oh.
Did Hov have a girlfriend back then?
That's why like Jay-Z used to
He's
stab
had his, what was his first?
I don't think Hov had a girlfriend back
Reasonable
then.
doubt.
Reasonable doubt. He might be talking about but see, to me, I'm not a Jay-Z fan.
I'm not talking about recent.
I'm not a Jay-Z fan, but I will say his best CD to me was Reasonable Doubt. That's my thing. I'm not a fan, but I will say he was at his purest with Reasonable Doubt. Like what he doing now? Right, you always at your hungriest with your
What
first.
right now is
Yeah.
speaking the truth to the
I mean,
Yeah,
he
I
definitely is. But
I
I'm
could,
still
if
not a
I was
fan.
to get into which album of Jay-Z's was the best, I couldn't even go there because honestly, every album he made just blow my mind. I fuck with American Gangsta.
That's the one right there. That's the one right
I'm
there.
not-
And Dynasty.
I'm not-
There's so many.
That one.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm more of an A-ball than
Yes,
MJG. I'm more of I'm an 8-ball and MJG type of fan. So you know, like
with you on that, too.
I'm more of a person that's struggling and trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? I like 8-ball. It's nothing against Hov, but I like 8-ball and MJG. But everybody got their picks. But I will say Jay-Z is an entity, and I respect that. He made moves. He made moves. So if you gonna compare him to that, you gotta make moves.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Well, he know that. That's a whole different.
Ohio
My favorite
players.
group in the world.
Ohio players.
That's my favorite group on earth. Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Gerald Levert.
Yeah, that's Cleveland now. Now you talking when you bring
That's the
up
city
Gerald.
right there. That's the city.
I remember back in the days I went in Native Son.
Whoa, now.
Back in the days I went in Native Son on Kinsman with my mama, and we was going to get a corned beef because when she got her paycheck, that's what she treated us to, corned beef at the Native Son. So we go to the Native Son, Gerald Levert and that baby. While we getting the damn corned beef, she said everybody who get the next few corned beefs on me. Ever since then, I said, that motherfucker cold, baby. That nigga cold. My mama said, that's Gerald. You know, he from Shaker anyway. I said, I don't know. I know that motherfucker done bought our corned beef. I can't do nothing but respect him.
Hey, Gerald was a different animal, man.
They don't make people, but the thing is, they don't make none. I feel bad for the people who are growing up in this generation right now. Because like a lot of the guys, a lot of the young men, they don't know really how to be men. We really grew up around men who were raised by other men. You know what I'm saying? Who took care of the house, who did all kind of stuff. So when these, like, I be like, excuse me? They are really from a whole nother generation. And it's like, I don't even know if we're ever going to get back to that generation where there are those really good men that not just take care of you, but they look out for you, your sister, the people around the corner. We don't got people like that.
They out here.
No, it's a few of them. It ain't a lot of them. It ain't a lot of them.
Right.
Wouldn't that be your generation?
Definitely one.
Excuse me, Brandon?
I'm saying, wouldn't that have been your generation and drop the ball?
See, Brandon gonna always take us there. He said our generation is also people that drop the ball.
Everybody got a choice. Everybody got a choice. I can give you the tools, but whether or not you're gonna use them is on you. I seen a young man and a woman at Wasabi, and the little girl was under the hood, jumping the car with the jumper cables, and the boy was sitting in the passenger seat. That right there made me so mad, I cussed my daughter out. She ain't had nothing to do with it. I said, don't you ever get with a nigga that got sitting in the passenger seat and you jumping the cables. That wasn't even my daughter. I got out the car and went to her because I know how to jump a car. And I said, baby, why is I'm telling you this is, I know your mama ain't here, but why is you jumping this car, this boy sitting there? Oh, he don't know how to do it. I said, I hope you ain't sleep, don't get pregnant.
Okay.
I had to give her some advice, don't get pregnant. So
them how to do it.
that's what I'm saying. So that's where we at right now with a lot of these young boys. They don't know how to do simple things like jump a car.
So look.
My daddy know how to jump a car.
Okay, but look, I did see when I was putting like together singles events and stuff like that, it was like a 19-year-old dude that DM'd me, and he was like, hey, I hope you really had this event. He was like, because I'm looking for my wife. And I was like, okay. I'm like, well, you look like a baby. He said, what that mean? He said, I ain't looking for none of these little girls out here. I'm looking for my wife. And he was 19. So I don't think that all the people, all the new generation people are fucked up. Cause like everybody from our generation wasn't right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I do just think that if we have to go back to where, like, I think the older guys need to help the younger guys, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think people be willing to do that. Like, hey, little man, like, come on, get yourself together, playboy.
You want to be called big homie and OG, but you don't want to lift up the person to make that title. You don't get to be an OG because you 50.
I'm trying to tell you.
You an OG because you picked somebody else up and showed them the game.
Absolutely.
That's when you an OG. Like an OG is a person that was down. You see them get themselves together and you respect them from coming from nothing. You're not an OG because you old. You just an old hoe.
No, you watch how they treat their family.
So let's just be clear about that. So that's a serious title. And so if you call somebody big homie, you need to make sure if you ain't got no food, you won't eat, you going through some shit, you can call them.
Better make sure big homie got
you just a dick rider.
Where my big homie at?
Don't call that. My big homie is my dad.
I'm looking for my big homie right now.
Big homie.
Big homie, come on now. Who
Y'all
taught
better
me
stop
this
giving
shit?
these people OG
Who
titles.
gave me all this shit? Big homie.
Yeah, you better stop giving these people these titles they don't deserve.
And
You gotta make sure you down bad. You can't even call him. You call him, he like, oh shit. I'm like, I ain't even in the area. You know, that's when a nigga give you a drag. I ain't even in the area. You ain't in the area,
baby. I can get there. I can get wherever you at in 15 minutes.
You should be.
You want to have two women, you can have them, but you gotta take what it. You gotta do what it takes.
Hello?
You can have them.
What the dude
I'm
on
trying to
Seeking,
tell
if y'all
you.
ever seen that show Seeking Sister Wife that come on TLC, the man on Seeking, the black guy on Seeking Sister Wife is married and he got another woman that he courted. She said, well, I can move to California with y'all and I'm gonna work. He said, no, I prefer if you're not. So if you're gonna have two wives, make sure you're ready to pay the
You
price.
better say that.
He told her, I prefer if
If
you're
I'm
not.
one of
If you
the
ain't
bad
trying to,
babies,
you think
better be ready
I
to
gotta
pay.
deal with you sleeping with her. I gotta deal with her falling in love with you and anything I'm gonna be broke? Sorry.
no.
Sorry.
Baby,
That's
if it's
still going on.
sorry.
That's
You
still
gotta
going
pay.
on
You gotta
nowadays.
pay
Two
the
wives.
way.
Yes,
Like,
two
you can
wives
have
are
two
definitely
wives,
still
shit.
going on.
That's real.
Women still accepting that shit?
Yes.
Yes.
Polygamy is real.
You want out?
Here. Is it still going on? Nigga, this shit going.
Hey, them benefits must be real strong.
Polygamy is
Well,
real.
I'm not currently in one of them, but I'm looking because there be too much going on.
Seeking husband.
I need
Seeking
some help,
brotherhood.
and if you're willing to help me, and if you got prior situations, I really can't even worry about that. You know, that's none of my business.
So you don't worry about the feelings and none of that shit. You don't.
I don't care about the mother girls. Just be good to me. In my MC Light voice. Yeah, I don't got time. It's so many other things that I gotta focus on right now. I can't worry about my nigga doing what he doing. I can't do that right now. Because if you do that, you'll be stressed out. And then you can't get to what you getting to. I'm trying to get to the bag.
Well, I wasn't saying a dysfunctional relationship. I'm talking about a healthy one. Now, if it's healthy, you ain't got to worry about all
I'm a
that.
baby.
You ain't
All
worry
the
about the
dudes
nigga.
married to two women.
Yeah.
And it's healthy and they happy and they got 13 kids and they got their own houses and everybody
split that up?
and the two
Yeah.
sisters and the two ladies said they best friends. And
live like that now.
It's people living like that without being sister wives, okay?
Right here.
Unknown sister wives,
I
okay?
don't see my every day.
Absolutely. So this guy told me
Ooh,
one
what?
time before that, which
got it.
and so this my man fucked up anyway. But he was telling me that he do have a few families, and he was saying that he was like, and everybody was like, oh my God, he got a few families, and he said, hold on, wait a minute. He like, because we're all building. You know what I'm saying? So we are building a community basically. I'm helping 2-3 different families build these women up, help build these young men up, and that's what we're doing. We're raising, and I said, I see you. I see your vision, big fella. Count me in, big fella.
It shouldn't be no single woman out here when it's a man out here.
I mean, I will say
Right.
I did
What you
research
just say?
that.
I couldn't hear that. What you
researched
just say?
Say that again.
That's true.
Listen.
I'm a virgin internet world, so that's why I'm like.
Okay.
Polygamy family is healthier than the monogamy family.
Yeah.
I will say I researched that and a lot of them are very happy and genuinely happy and
Yes.
healthy.
Father and my father.
Yeah.
They're very religious.
You got your own brother and sister to be your best friend.
Right. I can see where we're going with this all day. I gotta find a good family.
It's definitely a better
I gotta find a good polygamy family.
That girl got on a real nice sweatshirt. I just got to tell y'all that. She got on a hell of a sweatshirt. I'm just telling y'all about her sweatshirt. It's
Nah, I'm
fire.
just telling you about her sweatshirt. Company of Kings is where we're going. So while we're here, we are going to go into our first topic of the day, which is love languages. Yeah, that was current events. We just now getting to a topic. You know, black folks be carrying. We just now getting to the topic. And we are talking today about love languages and how do you express your feelings and your love. Because a lot of people don't even be knowing, they be like, I'm in love, and they be like, is that love? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you know what love is? Do you know what love feels like? And how do you let another motherfucker know you got love for them or you're in love with them?
A motherfucker.
A motherfucker. You let a motherfucker know you got love for that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Period.
Is it trial and error, Brandon?
It's trial and error.
You won't know until you go through it. I don't care how much somebody tell you. You won't know until you go.
Yeah.
You won't know.
But what are the 5 love languages that they say is around? What's the love
Okay,
language?
let me see. And then we're going to tell this, Wes. Have a seat, please. Thank you. There are 5 love languages. And once again, like while we're reading these off, y'all try to feel out and see which one that is what is you? You know, because I'm a lot of these motherfuckers. I think like number one is receiving gifts. Receiving gifts is one of the love languages.
I like to receive
So
gifts.
sometimes people don't know how to just flat out say I love you. They'll just say, here go a few dollars. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me buy you something.
Yeah.
And that means that I love you.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people feel like when they get gifts, that is love. Even if he about to
I
knock
like
your
to
ass, you
receive
share your
gifts.
head, as long as you give me them
I
gifts.
like to receive gifts, and I receive gifts, so that's a good one. I
Love
like
language, receiving gifts.
Yeah.
And
I
I
like
think
to receive
I think I'm good with that because I do like I give gifts. I like to give whoever I'm dealing with gifts because I like to make people happy. Period. So I give my friends gifts. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got me nothing. Girl, I ain't got you a gift. I know I done got you a gift before.
No, you didn't give me one candle.
I ain't
Ain't
get
that what a
shit.
bitch? One
I ain't get
candle.
shit.
One candle.
I ain't get a motherfucking thing, but hey,
I've
big
been
fella.
looking at these bracelets all day.
All she said to me was, hey, big fella.
I get you a gift too.
Don't trip, big fella.
Don't let them change you, girl.
Brandon, no, he done got plenty of gifts. He like,
Yeah,
don't
he's spoiled.
He's spoiled. Okay, so receiving gifts is number one. Number two, quality time. Quality time.
That's a good one. That should be number one.
I mean,
definitely.
I don't know if they was in order.
Quality time is important.
I think all women need quality time.
Absolutely.
And men.
Absolutely.
No, I'm just speaking for the women right
men need
now.
players need love too.
They
players
actually,
need love too.
a lot of niggas act too hard for that shit
They
though.
act hard, but they be wanting to
You gotta
get
They need to speak up and tell the
you make
truth.
time for what you want.
Absolutely.
So that could be anything. So quality time is very important.
Because the thing is, we sit around and say women need love too, like men don't. Men need to be told constantly that they're doing okay, that you looking good, smelling good. You know what I'm saying? How was your day? It's hard out here being a black man. So you gotta make sure, it is. They got a lot to deal with out here, so they want to be loved too. They want to be held. They want to come in at night and sit back and get their back rubbed on before you rub all the way down
I
to
don't
that.
have a problem doing any of that. I actually like being very traditional.
It is.
I love feet. I love feet. I will rub my man's feet. I will rub feet.
You rubbing the feet?
I rub feet. Well, I'm a little extra anyway.
You rubbing them feet
I'm a little
now?
extra anyway.
I'm not-
I rub feet. I rub feet.
Hold on,
I'm a
big
little
fella.
extra. I'm a little extra.
Okay.
I rub feet.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm a feet rubber. I'm really not. I'm very sexual, so sometimes I don't even. I run right past the feet. I hop right on that bad baby. Ain't no feet, bitch. We going straight in. So
I get that too. But I got
forgetting.
fetishes that I need to get fulfilled. So
Yeah, I be forgetting the
mean
feet.
fetishes.
So you want that foot? You want that foot in that pussy?
I'm coming. I told y'all before.
Y'all talking about
I'm
getting
coming out
fingered
in a
and shit.
unicorn outfit or a frog suit with the ass out.
Oh,
I
okay.
like all that shit.
Nigga say a frog suit
With
now.
the ass out. I'm gonna give you access right now. You just like, go ahead. I'm gonna give you access right now. We gonna do that the right way.
my nigga said she coming with the frog
I'm coming
suit.
with the frog suit.
Hey, if I see a frog suit, I'm getting the fuck out of there. If any of y'all see a frog suit, get the fuck out of there. Cause she's
You know,
crazy.
see when they brand, you gotta understand when they brand.
Hey, big dog, if you see a frog suit, get the fuck up out of there. Listen to that, man.
Listen,
We ain't fuck with no frog suit.
Listen, see, I'm trying to tell you, I come quiet out the room. See, I just be creeping out like this.
My nigga creeping out like a frog.
Don't worry, like, baby, don't leave. Don't leave, baby. Just hold on. Hold on.
You got a first friend.
On the
Okay, hold
frog.
on before you leave. Just hold on. Let me unsnap this real quick. See, by the time I do that,
He said, what is the frog supposed to entice? Like, you know, where's
You
the
know
whole
what?
frog thing coming from?
I like to dress up, and I like to dress up, and I like to act out, and I like to do like, you know,
Okay.
make up little skits.
She gonna put that frog suit
I
on,
like
come out that bitch like
freaky
ribbit.
shit.
I guess the frog
I know, I'm
tongue
giving
is
away too
long.
much. I'm giving away too much. Let me tell you something. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Everything gonna be all right. Look, just trust me. Just look. I'm gonna say, look.
Like the girl off the milk truck and don't be a menace.
I'm gonna say, look. Just come in the bed. Just sit down right here. Let me take care of the rest of it. I got it.
Let her put on her frog suit and go to work.
Let me pour that frog suit on the word.
Okay, look, we're going to the next one. The next love language is words of affirmation. So,
That's my favorite.
so a lot of times, once again, when gifts are given And when quality time is spent, that still ain't doing nothing. A lot of people like to hear how you feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want you to tell me that you love me, that you miss me, that you like being around me.
Yeah.
I need to hear that.
Yeah. That's one.
And that make that motherfucker wet too. I'm
That
telling
makes me
you.
feel
That motherfucker
good.
wet.
You look good in that frog suit.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Now let's get the meat.
Fuck the goddamn suit.
Now you want to hear somebody tell you the frog suit looks
Let me
good.
hear you rip it. Let me hear that.
You gonna make the nigga get Viagra fucking with that suit.
He ready right there.
Want that suit. He wanna see that frog suit.
He said, bring that frog suit
I
out.
wanna see the frog suit on G.
Get ready.
So words of affirmation. The next love language is acts of service. West, thank you. Acts of service. So acts of service is another love language. Acts of service meaning I went and paid your bills. Is that an act of service?
Yeah.
All right, talk to me, big man.
That's a blessing.
It's so easy. It's so easy to make me happy, boy.
That's a foot rub,
Boy.
right? A foot rub is an act of service.
Where the weed man at?
Hello?
That's
You
an
bring
act
me
of
some
service.
weed, I'll be happy. But people a lot of weed men feel because I like weed so much that weed gonna get them through my door. I be lost, you know. I like weed, but I buy my own weed and plenty of it. So I don't need you telling me, oh, I got some weed, what's up? Nothing. Nothing, big fella.
Put it in the mailbox, big fella.
Nothing. Weed though.
Like I ain't no Bluntberry. I got my own weed. I got probably more weed than you. I got more
You
weed
can
than
sell
you.
him a bag, huh?
I can front you. I'm the nigga who supplied you.
I don't know $20 sack.
That's not gonna get you a yam dinner.
$20
Trust
sack.
That ain't gonna get it,
By the
girl.
time I get off the freeway.
me. Man, I'm trying to tell you. So that's acts of service. Now the last love language is physical touch.
Like
So,
I said, that's foot
and
rub.
that is another thing. And it's so crazy because it's like I can't even remember or know which one I like because all this shit sound good to me. Because sometimes when people really don't know things, like when you have sex, you know, a lot of times people confuse sex with love.
Absolutely.
So while we're having sex, it's like now I'm feeling like, oh, you love me because our sex is so
That's
intense.
just an act
The
of
chemistry
service.
is right.
Yeah, he hitting that motherfucker
That's an
right.
act of service.
So you feel like that is physical touch makes you feel like loving. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what's going on. And a lot of people confuse that for love.
Yeah.
But if that's your love language, you don't know, like maybe they don't know how to say, I'm digging you or I love you, so they go,
And
you know,
dig
they
you
get
down
very
real good.
sexual with
Dig you
you.
down real
And that is
good.
their way of showing you that I really love you. And I mean, that's just another, okay, we got something.
I took that one a little different though.
Okay.
I didn't take the touching one as like sexual. I took it as intimacy. And it's
Okay.
different to me.
Right, it
So it
is.
could be just like affection. Like some men are naturally not affectionate.
Right.
Others are, and it's not necessarily you guys having sex, but just that bond.
Yeah, because a hug can be physical
Yeah,
touch.
where you're hugging or touching, or I just need you to always, even if we're sitting here, I need you touching my knee.
Right, okay, I see where you're going with this. Always, you know, some people just always sit there and play in your hair. You know, physical touch.
You want her nigga grabbing that pussy.
No.
OG, I got
Golden
it.
hand.
I got it, OG. I got it.
Yeah,
You know
because
what
one
I
time,
I blew her a kiss
I
before
like a
you
little
even looked at
forehead.
it.
I like a little kiss on the forehead, little kiss right here.
Okay.
Little gentle stuff.
little gentle stuff.
Little gentle, like if I'm
One
watching
time-
a bitch, you just come up and have me.
One time, me and this dude were so into each other, so he was about to leave, right? We didn't have sex or anything. But we were really sexually attracted to each other, and we had already had sex plenty of times, so it was like we just, every time we come around each other, we really couldn't keep our hands off each other. So one time he came to my house and my son was there. I don't have sex while my son at home. I fuck on weekends.
Correct.
So, yeah, weekend warrior. I be tearing that bitch up on the weekend. So when he just came over to bring me some food. So we sat at the door and we literally was hugging. I literally felt like I was about to come off of just hugging because it was like
It's
I wanted
attraction.
it, he wanted it, but we knew it wasn't about to happen. I'm like, this motherfucker thumping like a motherfucker, man. From a hug?
Yeah.
Damn, nigga, I really like you. I really like the way you make me feel.
That's rare.
Yeah, I didn't.
Rare.
And I said, I was like, I told a few of my friends, I'm like, it was crazy because like we were just hugging and I really was turned on by that, and it was like weird because I'm really used to going all the way, you know, and it was like everything, the intimacy, which I think a lot of people have taken out a lot of times. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? It's a few people that sometimes I feel like some men be ready to get theirs off and they don't know, they're not there to please a woman.
Yeah.
You know, they don't care, that's what you say? They don't know?
They push.
Oh, okay, that's your
Okay,
average
that's your
man, not the
average man.
classic man, huh?
That's your average man.
Hey, they push.
Okay.
Not the classic.
Okay, not the classic man.
I like to be baby boy.
Right.
I like to
Oh,
be
baby,
baby
I
boy.
tell
You
you.
say
I like
baby
to be
boy?
baby boy.
Yeah,
I like to be baby boy.
I'm at that age where I'm not gonna sleep with nobody and you not get me off. Period.
I like the Melvin.
I'm gonna walk you all the way through that bad
Fire up.
baby. From start to finish,
Yeah.
you need to do this,
Yeah.
you need to do this. And I remember one of my friends told me one time, she said, you ain't supposed to have an orgasm every time you have sex. I said, shit. I said,
Who that, Hopper?
okay, hello?
Who that?
And we got into this heated argument.
You can't get one every time.
Why can't I get one every
I need an
time?
orgasm.
Every time.
Well, how? How, Sway? Every time you have sex, you are supposed to
have an
an orgasm. You're supposed to bust all over that baby.
What if it ends too early?
What?
What if you come too early?
Well, we gonna have to start this motherfucking train back up.
Start it back over.
We gonna have to go back, start him over.
You need about 30 minutes.
Hey, I don't care how long it takes. We not about. I don't see how people are having sex and not getting that climax.
It's happening more than you think.
I know, cause people told me it's happening more than I think.
I feel sorry for your mother.
No, Trey said I feel sorry for your mother. The thing about it is, like, I mean, if you are having intercourse with somebody, ain't both of y'all both trying to get, or is,
let me say,
or you
Leslie made a good
selfish
point.
and you trying to get
Okay,
yours off and you don't care about
Leslie
mine?
over here
Well, most
made a
men
good
are
point. Leslie over here made a good point. She said a lot of, I'm speaking, she said just for women, she said a lot of
Hold it
women
now.
don't know their bodies.
Okay.
You need to know your body to know what's gonna be a trigger point. Quit thinking automatically because my titty's big and that's a turn on for me.
Right.
It's not.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's a turn on for you.
Okay.
I'm
Talk
gonna
to me, big
direct
man.
you where you need to go and show you what that's why I
Oh,
said,
you gonna-
look,
you
I
gonna
know what I'm
direct the
into.
nigga?
Yeah.
I know.
You wanna let him feel his way through? You gotta let him feel his way through so he can
I'm
learn.
gonna tell you what I want.
Feel his way
I
through.
like what I know what I
Feel his
want.
way through, he might not. He might.
I'm a teacher. I'm gonna show you.
No, I don't like being taught like
Hey, everything ain't for
You
everybody.
gotta be told it's gonna be doing it like it's just a treasure hunt.
Because I'm gonna go over every part the right way.
Yeah, you better.
Hell no, I'm gonna tell you.
But
what you
like
need
I
to
said,
know.
I think a lot of people when they having sex, I don't know what everybody into. But I think that sometimes people be wanting to get theirs off, so they really don't care about you getting yours off. It's like a selfish act. Because, you know, you having sex, you like, I'm about to do this, not. But if y'all both are trying to please each other, ain't no way in hell y'all both gonna leave there and not have no orgasm.
That's why you gotta be selective. You gotta be selective of who
But if
you
y'all
deal
really
with.
into each other, y'all
You
don't
gotta
gotta
be
come every
selective
time.
of who you
If
deal
you
with.
into each other, y'all
I
have
know
to come
who
every
into.
time.
I can
don't.
smell it. I know. I'm a predator.
Why?
So I can smell who in the.
You have to come. I
I
have to
wasting
come
my
every time I
time.
have sex.
So you just stop doing it, just like,
I can
it ain't
tell.
gonna happen.
He said if you
No,
if
no,
y'all
I'm
really
saying-
into each other, y'all
No,
don't
I'm
have to
saying
come
women
every-
don't come every time. Period. I don't give a fuck.
Oh,
what you
okay.
say.
Sorry to hear
Women
that.
don't
I
come
know
every
who
time.
can make me come, and that's why I let
Not
them.
every single time that they had sex, they have not.
Hey,
How you know?
Because I know. Tell me I'm wrong.
You wrong.
What you say?
I am not.
We don't come all the time.
I ain't came all the time.
Wait. There go a question. I'ma ask the men this. Have y'all ever faked an orgasm?
yes.
To get
Why?
the fuck up out of there.
Why?
Exactly.
To get up out of there.
Because
Let's go.
of what?
I gotta go get my kid.
You gotta get. Oh!
My mama's sick. I gotta go get my goddamn kid.
Wow. Oh.
What?
He said because the
Well,
pussy.
why? Yeah, why would you do that, Trey? Why would you do that?
I got my first one already. She done got hers.
So wait, you had one.
Yeah, but you're saying
I'm
you
saying,
already
would you
had
fake
one.
it? Well, no. Would you fake it? Fake it.
I have faith.
Why?
Because I already got my first one
No,
already.
that don't count.
That don't count. I'm talking about before that.
You count.
She just being period.
Period.
Have one.
Wes, have you ever faked an orgasm?
I've been drunk and tired, and I'll be like, you know what?
I'm done. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. So when they ask,
Snore time.
yeah, I did.
So what was you doing for the last 20 20 minutes? Just faking it?
Getting hurt 20 minutes has been going hard. We've been going hard for hours.
Baby.
I'm tired.
That's a long time. And you ate the box 2 ways.
Wes,
Did you
I'm
eat the
gonna
box
teach you some
left?
yoga.
Baby.
See, I'm a yoga teacher. This is why I have a lot of. I'm gonna teach you something so you can keep your stamina up.
No, I'm
An hour in the night?
whoa.
When the fuck an hour in the
Hey,
night?
I got videos in my
I can
phone.
drink a bottle of this that
Oh,
real.
hold on. I want to hear about those videos, big fella.
But you got it.
This got awkward.
It ain't no stamina thing when you tired and you done been drinking and you know like
Drinking put you over the top.
But most guys know this.
I got the whiskey dick.
Yeah, it's just hard.
Okay, I
It's
see.
just hard. It ain't nothing going on. It's but hard.
So let me ask a question
So
real
you
quick.
just got hard dick.
I want to ask a question because I don't know.
Wes, I don't believe your ass.
Listen, how long? Wait a minute, Wes. Wait. I want to ask people, how long are people fucking in 2019? How long?
20 minutes.
15 to 20 minutes is your average time?
It better be.
Ain't no men saying nothing up in
15 to 20
here.
minutes?
Y'all don't want to tell y'all real stroke time? Y'all can get y'all real stroke time up. Y'all want to talk about everything else?
Here, these men.
What that thing
I'm talking
doing?
all the quiet ones.
Okay, let Trey tell us. How long are you fucking, Trey?
6 to 3 minutes. 6 to 30 minutes.
6 to 30 minutes? What kind of time period is that?
That's a weird time. That's crazy.
6 to 30 minutes?
6 minutes. 6 minutes. Dougie Fresh, you're on.
Backtrack.
Heavyweights get knocked out in 3 minutes or less. Fuck with your boy.
Heavyweights get knocked down in 3 minutes or
Fuck with your
less?
boy. Fuck with your boy.
Hey, y'all got some bad love languages out here, man.
It all depends on what's going on because if you into it, you can be in the shit all night long for real.
All night long? This not that type of coochie. All night long? Who about to be up all night long fucking?
So what's your time
That's
frame?
off of heavy drugs.
I'm more of a 20, 30 minute kind of
Heavy drugs, you on it all
I be
night.
sheepy.
Did you say how many drugs you on?
Yeah, back in
Is
the
that what
day,
you
you
said?
go for hours. Back in the day, you could definitely go for hours. I just said that heavy drugs back in the day, you could go all night.
Ain't no heavy drugs out there.
It is, RJ. Heavy.
Heavy.
It's a spot around
And
here.
when I used to drink NJ, not Hennessy, when I used to drink NJ like 6 o'clock, meaning straight, I used to go all fucking night.
What about
Because I was
Cisco
a
and
partier.
Thunderbird?
That's when I had my little Honda with the cow seats. Back then, anything went. I had a tape player. Anything went back then. I used to go down to the
Now, this
Columbus
was
Block Party.
1996.
I used to go to the Columbus Block Party. We used to get drunk and drink $5 pints. Yeah, you can go all night then, but now
Yeah, I don't know.
I ain't doing it all night. I gotta go to work.
But isn't if you know what you're doing, it don't take all night long?
6 minutes.
Not if you know what you're doing and you know what you're dealing with.
If you know what you're doing, we not about to be all night long because you gonna know how to get what you doing, and you gonna be who?
You might be relishing it.
Relishing.
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 Okay.
Now that might be right too,
Okay.
Wes. So when you in love, I guess that's what happens, huh?
I'm gonna tell you this, Mills. I was in the spot with somebody
No, I
around
ain't
the
know
corner,
that.
and it was going so hard because we had the door open so people could see.
Whoa. Hold on.
Hold on, what you just say? Hold on. Wait, bring it back.
Some adventures.
Bring it back.
Yeah, take us back here
I'm
again.
going so hard, she squirts.
No. Go back to the place. What you just
Where was
said?
you at?
It's a place around the corner.
Oh, you need a sex
Oh,
club.
Lakeside? You was on Lakeside?
You gotta have a
You was at Escape, huh? You was at Escape,
You
huh?
was at the sex club. I ain't never seen you there.
He be in the back.
Oh, you got your card still?
Yeah, I'm a dominator.
Hey, he still got his membership card. Come on, Wes. Let me see the membership card. Come on, Wes.
Here we go. Here we go. Looking for him. Here you go.
We know you a car.
He was at the 30-30. I gotta check his card. No, I gotta check it.
Okay.
Let me see who your date was on there. Let me see.
Oh, Brandon got his too. Baby, ain't no faking around here. They got their sex
That's
club
why we
card.
friends.
Hey, I ain't never seen y'all act like
That's why we
this.
friends.
They
Y'all
nasty.
some freaks.
They nasty. They nasty. In the sex club. So look, recently I was talking to a new dude that I met, and he was like, telling me all these things he was gonna do, and I'm like, bye, bye. And he like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fuck you all night long. I said, well, see, now you done rubbed me the wrong way. Because I was feeling you for a minute. Now you done told me you gonna fuck me all night long. I don't even want to call you back no more, my nigga. Cause I don't want to get fucked all night long. This not that type of coochie. This coochie go to sleep after a few nuts. I'm not gonna be up all night long tangling with the monkeys. That's what we not gonna do. He said, oh, come on, baby, I'm gonna show you. I don't even want to talk to you no more because you done, yeah, he probably was lying anyway. Period. Talking about we was gonna go all night long. Nigga be sleeping about 5-10 minutes. Boy, ain't nobody about to go all night long.
He was at 6 minutes nigga.
So 20-30 minutes, we is all agreeing to that is the time that you should have sex.
6 minutes. Okay, because I'm making a cake.
20 minutes. You making a cake in 20 minutes.
You
gotta
Okay.
get your nut off so you go.
So I'm gonna ask you a question. Are people still doing foreplay, or you just going straight?
You better.
That counts. That's all included.
That's part of the 20 minutes.
I need 14 minutes of foreplay.
Yeah, I need foreplay too.
I need 14 minutes of
Cause some people
foreplay.
feel like they just want to go straight to it. I want to be in time.
Straight to what?
You do have to. You do have to. I want my pussy ate, so I don't want that.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Neil. Hey, I want to know, do all the women out here like kissing still? Do y'all still like intimate kissing?
Yeah.
Who's screaming? Somebody came already. They just came back there. Somebody done came back there.
Somebody's like, yes.
Oh, no.
You know what? Once again, I talked to a few of my friends before, and they told me they really wasn't into that. Like, girl, don't nobody be in kissing. I'm like, really? You don't be getting no sugar? You don't be getting no sugar, girl? It is.
If you can't kiss, you ain't getting no kiss.
I'm trying to tell you.
So what's a good kisser though? What's a good
A
prospect?
French kiss.
You just need to kiss all over me, period. Yeah. Right.
We gotta be demonstrated
We need somebody to demonstrate.
because all kissing really look
We need
nasty.
somebody to demonstrate.
It just look nasty from the outside. Looking in.
It can look
You know,
nasty,
it
but
just look
the
nasty.
thing with kissing is y'all do what y'all do. Y'all found it, y'all both learn how to kiss each other.
Kissing was
Right, that's how you kissing.
What you say, OG?
All partners are different.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, so somebody might like to kiss slow, somebody like to lick all over.
Kissing was the first form of sex.
Okay.
If you had your first kiss, you felt like you had already had
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's so true.
a good kiss.
That's really
You
true.
feel like you had just had sex.
Absolutely.
My first kiss, I was fingered at the same time off of Keith Sweat's There You Go, telling me no.
Again.
I remember that.
There you go.
I remember that.
There you
That was the first time I kissed somebody.
G is a hit.
First
Yeah.
time.
So the thing is, I always tell my partner that you have to do all these things. I don't like disappointment. So I let them know off rip. I need to be kissed. I need you to eat my coochie. Blase this. I'm letting you know ahead of time so everything can go the right way. You feel me?
You have to be vocal.
You want your way.
gotta
You
be
want what
vocal.
you want, and I want. So I'm gonna let you know before we even tangle what I'm looking for. So we already on the same page.
gotta be
I'm not
vocal.
into disappointments. I'm not into wasting my time. And then afterwards, I'm sitting there playing with my coochie like, come on.
Yeah.
No, we ain't gonna go there.
So men gotta eat the box?
Yes, I like
It's a
that.
must. They gotta eat the box.
Yes.
Y'all.
Do that.
Yes, yes,
Baby.
Everybody quiet. This
This not that type of
motherfucker.
coochie.
yes.
It's just like eating the box.
I mean, that's just like men want oral sex. Oral sex is a part of a lot of things. Men want their penis sucked. It's a dick, whatever it is. Men want that sucked, so I dare you to even act like you gonna past this pussy.
I don't even know what woman.
That's what you're not gonna do. We gonna start there
You know
first
what?
and foremost.
Women don't like to get her pussy. I don't even-
You say if a woman don't like her pussy ate, you don't trust her? Right, I feel that. I feel that. If a woman don't want her coochie ate, you might want to make sure that motherfucker alright.
Right. That's
Make
the
sure
same.
that motherfucker
That's the
alright.
same. She don't want you to eat it.
She might be hiding something in that
Right.
motherfucker.
You eat this motherfucker.
Hey, this nigga hiding in there.
You eat this motherfucker. Don't ever.
That nigga up in that motherfucker.
Real
Hey, you
quick.
gotta yell up in there and say, come on out, nigga.
I'm the oxen free.
Or it might not smell how it's supposed to smell.
Ooh.
You know? So they don't want you to go down there, even though once you get to digging up in that baby,
That shit come out.
real quick, soon you pull that baby out. Air this bitch out.
I gotta go get my kids.
Hell, get get my
I got to get
kids.
these kids. They need me right
I
now.
don't get my kids.
Let me tell y'all about this story about, so I'm always hooking people up, right? That's what I do. I don't know why, but people always come to me to get hooked up. Don't nobody never hook me up with nobody though, so I be lost. I mean, I hook up everybody, and I hook up people with good people. I ain't about to hook you up with no piece of shit, you know what I'm saying? Then you gonna be coming to me crying. I try to hook people up with good people, so I hooked my dude up. He had just got out of jail. My girl was pretty desperate, you know, looking for some companionship. So I hooked him up or whatever. So, you know, he like, your girl's sending me coochie pictures and everything. It's on. I'm like, that's what's up. Look like it's going in the right direction. So, boy, was I wrong. So my dude go over her house. He say when he go over her house, she was naked waiting for him.
Okay.
So once again, 2 thumbs up. He's moving in the right direction. So he like, you know, she like, what's up? He get to feeling on her, kissing on her, doing all this other stuff. He say he go to finger her, and he feels something around her down that area. But she had already hit the lights off. You know, he like, oh no, baby, turn them lights on, cause I ain't feeling something that's feeling right. So when he turned the lights on, she said, boy, you tripping? Them ain't nothing but a little hemorrhoids.
I gotta go get them kids. The kids need to be picked up right now.
So my dude said, he like, you know what? I can't even find no condom. I gotta run to the store, go get me a condom. He go get the condom, block the bitch, call me, and be like, what's up? I said, well, I don't know what he mean. He said he was literally fingering her, and he felt some small mothballs in that area.
I thought hemorrhoids was in the pool.
Well, he was down there and it was dark.
Oh, it was hanging.
Yeah, they had dropped it low at this point. They had got low at this point.
How was you supposed to know that though? How was you?
You shouldn't be having sex with
So
him.
that's what I'm saying. For one, why you can't wait till them mothballs go back up in that baby? First off,
I would have pushed the bitches back.
you need to push them babies up.
You needed them little pad tucks to go.
You need some.
He need to just go get his kids. That's it.
Yeah,
just
flat
go
out.
get your kids.
That's when you go get your kids.
Just go get the kids, bruh.
That's when it's time to go. I gotta go get my kids. But then he calling me like, how you gonna do that, baby? She didn't tell me. She ain't tell me the business was dropped down like that.
Like that?
She ain't told me none of the
She had
above.
some baby nuts.
He called them mothballs.
She had some baby nuts.
I can imagine the nigga was just totally
And
crazy.
he was fresh out, you know, so I was trying to look out for him.
And
That was probably his first shot coming home.
I don't think
too?
that was his first shot, probably about his 4th, 5th shot.
Oh,
That
okay.
friend,
He said, I'm cool
she
on
missed out on
that.
a good opportunity, because that fresh out be something sometimes.
Yeah.
You done called that fresh out?
I done called a couple fresh outs before. It was a nice time.
Aggression.
Man,
That's
I had a
lot of
fresh shot. That nigga broke my bed, and he was still broke, so he couldn't even pay for that
You know, I
bitch.
like to get a
Say that
fuck
one
for
more
the
time.
feds. I don't like fucking the fake niggas. I like to get a fuck for the feds. You know, the feds,
You gotta get that friend
look good in the feds. The feds look good. I don't fuck niggas from the state.
Yeah, he had been in the state.
All my boyfriends come from the feds.
He got out of jail. I told him to come on over because I used to mess with him before he went to jail, so I wanted to give him some fresh out pussy.
You a good friend?
Ain't I?
You a good friend.
So he came over, you know, he all excited. I'm like, slow down, bitch, this pussy ain't going nowhere. Damn, nigga happy. And he was pumping and doing so much, he broke the frame on my bed. So he's feeling like a champion about this. I'm myself not feeling like nothing because I'm mad because you done broke my frame on my bed. And you broke because you just got out last week and you can't even get this motherfucker fixed. And he like, yeah, he like, I knocked that motherfucker out. I'm like, no, nigga, you broke my bed, broke ass nigga. Like, you ain't get no more.
Broke nigga broke the bed.
Yeah, broke the bed. You can't be letting that's why you can't let these fresh out dudes come straight through because they be a little too excited. You gotta wait a little while till they get their chill on.
Don't fuck them when they steal and don't fuck them when they stealing their shoes and shit. Like, you know that shit they come home, I just say, you gotta wait till he get his first jogging suit.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? You can't fuck him when you first pick him up. You gotta wait till he get his clothes. You know what I'm saying? He got a cell phone, not that flip phone. Wait till he got an iPhone. Wait till everybody in the hood hit his hand so he got like 2,000-3,000 in his pocket. It's a plot to it.
Oh, okay.
It's a plot. I'm trying to school y'all. It's a plot. Then you give him something. You know what I'm saying? You get him when he got them them shoes on and them state shoes and all that, you're gonna be disappointed.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna try to
Absolutely.
I'm just trying to.
So look, we're going to move on to our next subject. Clearly, hopefully everybody know out of those 5 love languages what y'all love language is. Everybody cool with that? Y'all know what y'all shit is?
One more time.
Because we want to help y'all discover that shit inside of y'all that y'all need. Okay, 5 love languages. Receiving gifts.
Check.
Quality time.
Check.
Words of affirmation.
I love you.
Acts of service.
Let me rub your feet.
Hey, and physical touch.
In my frog suit.
Hey, there we go, Father.
Get the fuck out of there.
So, if you don't find out what your love language is, you know, so you won't go through a lot of disappointment, you know? You gotta find what is that to make you happy and vice versa, so y'all can get on the same page. Yes, y'all gotta have that. Sometimes people be sleeping with each other and y'all don't have these discussions. Once again, I'm a very talkative person, so I have these discussions. Like, you know, I just told a friend of mine about a month ago, I said, you know, you were a little aggressive. You were a little aggressive when you was eating that motherfucker. And he like, I was so excited. I said, okay, excited is one thing, my nigga. That shit like, wait, hurt it. I need you to fall back next time, big fella. And he like, all right, I got you next time. I mean, you treading, woo, you walking on thin ice, baby, by the next time when you done damn near munched this motherfucker off. Hold on, y'all. So you have to make sure you are speaking with your partners about your love languages, you know? Y'all gotta get on the same page, you know? Sometimes you be sleeping with somebody, he just hurry up and throw that baby in the back end, and you don't get down like that. Hold on, baby, we ain't open back there.
We ain't open back there.
We ain't open. Don't just jump in the
The store closed?
The store closed.
I was just saying other people. My store is open. My store is open.
It's an open table.
It's 24-hour drive-through in this motherfucker.
It's an open table.
We're open for business.
Open for business.
We are open for business. So look, we want to get on a serious topic. You know, we want to talk about excuses versus execution. Because man, people be making excuses for dumb shit nowadays. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, it's like you playing yourself for real when you make these excuses, because me telling you what I ain't did or lying to you ain't helping me at all. You feel me? So it's like, it's really about some self-love and all that other shit, because you have to, like, I can't make an excuse like with my landlord, because me and him always go at it, you feel me? And I ain't about to make no excuses with this man, because, you know, I need to be on the same page with him all the time. But he's from, what my landlord is? No, he's from some other shit. I can't even remember what is he?
No, he's Indian, right?
He's some. He be on some other shit.
He's something different.
But I tell him every month, and I told him this when I moved in. I said, listen, I will never ever have my rent on the first. You feel me, big fella? That ain't how it works. So don't ask me that. But I'm gonna pay it. I get to you by 5th. Don't ask me on the 1st about my rent, like, period. He said, oh, okay. Next month come on the 1st, he hit me, when can I come through? I said, dude, didn't I already tell you? Like, I'm trying to be here with you so we can be on the same page. Stop asking me for it on the 1st. So now he know on the 5th-ish, he start asking me about it, but I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you I'm gonna have it on the 1st. You know what I'm saying? So we can stay on the same page. I'm not gonna make no excuses about it. I'm gonna tell you what it is so you don't get mad at me, and then it be some bullshit with my house. You feel me? In my residence. So it's like I'm gonna execute it to make sure I have this shit by the 5th. I'm not gonna make no excuse and even lie to you and act like it's gonna be there on the 1st, because it ain't never there. It ain't never there and I ain't never there, okay? So don't ask me. So I feel like a lot of people make so many excuses, but if you would change that and actually try to find some like solutions and shit, it'll better yourself. It's not lying to somebody else or making excuses to somebody else. It's really only hurting yourself. It's not helping you at all. Me, myself, I like to help myself as much as I can. So I try to execute everything I'm trying to do. It takes some time. A lot of times people need to write some shit down too. I don't think people write stuff down no more. We be in these phones.
Yeah.
We always in these phones. Write that shit down.
Or put it in your notes.
I don't even write in my notes. I put that shit on paper, pen, and paper. I
Some
need it on
people
pen.
can't write. Some people can't write.
Okay, I see where you're going with
They can
this.
type, but they can't write.
Okay, so you will put it in your phone.
Put it in your phone. Use it for everything else.
Okay, so if y'all in the phone 24/7, put what you need to be doing down in your phone.
And set alerts.
So what's some tools for execution?
Well, for one, is stopping with the excuses. Like you really, okay, let's say if I say I'm always late somewhere, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say I'm always late because I had a long night, or I did this, or I did this. Maybe now I'll just start setting an alarm clock, you know what I'm saying? Or doing something that I know will make me get up, setting a schedule or something, so I won't continue to get up late, you know what I'm saying? Because I'll just set an alarm clock.
I think people really go and get up for what they care about.
Okay,
What
talk
they
to me
really
then.
care about or what it's affecting them in their life, that's what they make a priority.
Sometimes you can be late to that too.
Okay,
Not,
you said
not
you
on
still do that.
purpose, but at the end of the day, you're not just going to be casually late all the time.
Right. I get where you're going with this. I'm late a lot. Lately though, I've been trying to be ahead of time, you know, because I know that a lot of times, like, well, when I'm late to places like business, let's just say, when I first started in business, I was late all the time. I would have meetings at my office and everybody would be there and I'm late, you know what I'm saying? And I was setting the tone for whatever this meeting was about. Because if I'm late, everybody already looking like, bitch, you late, you know what I'm saying? And if I would go somewhere or events, I will always be late. And then I start noticing how much of an advantage I had by getting there on time or ahead of time. So now that's what I do when I go in somewhere, if I'm hosting an event, if I'm being a part of an event, I try to get there ahead of time. So when you get there ahead of time, you can talk to the people with who there. You can help get some shit taken care of. You can drink, you can eat, you can do a lot of things that you needed to do, probably not being there late.
Check the temperature of the room.
Yeah, and I like checking the temperature of the room. So now, like I said, and I feel good being on time because it's like a respect thing too. If you're dealing with somebody and you're on time or you come ahead of time, they be like, I like the way you do business. You know what I'm saying? I like that in you. You hear half an hour, and I've been getting that lately, so I like those, what's that thing? Signs of affirmation? That
Well,
was words of affirmation.
You're getting better though, because you was here a half hour early.
Yeah, I be trying. I really be trying because I know that having good communication with people, I know it lasts long. You know, a lot of times, especially in business, people they judge you off of that. You know, and they say first impressions, all that stuff. So if you're always late, they're gonna know you are sort of like a bullshitter. Even though if you get there and you do what you need to do, you coming late all the time is making them feel like you ain't on your shit. And when they think of somebody else something, they might not think about you because they know you gonna be late anyway. Versus you coming, being on time, coming ahead of time, they're like, oh, she about her business. Little mom was here like 30 minutes ahead of time. I like that in you. So I know now that people hold that stuff against you. You know, so I try to be on time. I try to get there ahead of time. I want to check the temperature of the crowd. And I know things like that stick with you. You know, I don't want to always be known as the late. I used to be late as fuck. Anybody that worked at My Loud Radio know I used to be late as fuck. When I say late, and then like I said, don't do that, Brandon. Don't say late. But, oh, come on, don't. Y'all carrying now. Stop it, please. But, like I said, I also noticed that I set the tone for that. So if I call for a meeting and everybody's here except for the person who called for the meeting, how can I come to the meeting and then be like, now this is what we need to do? They already looking at you like, bitch, you late. Bitch, I gotta be out of here in 20 minutes, ho. You better say it quick. So you set the tone already for the meeting. So I think that that's just with me. I just try to find solutions to my excuses. I don't know about nobody else. I try to fix it on my own, sort of. And find a solution so I won't have those problems again. I try to not bullshit people because I hate bullshit. If that make any sense, you know. You try not to give bullshit so you won't get bullshit. Because when you give bullshit, you gotta expect bullshit in return.
It's coming back.
Absolutely, real quick, real fast. You're like, well, what happened? Here it comes, right there in your face. Pow! Bullshit. So, and you'll still be bullshitted even though you're coming correct, you know what I'm saying? But I think that you create more solid relationships. by not being bullshit.
So
Good
once you
foundation.
decide, so once you've decided to quit making excuses and you want to execute, you know, I think the first thing is just to have it in your mind what you want to do with yourself and how you want to execute. So what do you think about execution?
Excuse me.
So Brandon, like I said, everybody is different. You have to know what works for you, because like what works for me probably won't work for you.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, I plan a lot. I write my shit down. If you was to go to my house right now, it's gonna be a bag of weed broke down. You know what I'm saying? That's right there. Right next to it is gonna be 4 notebooks and a whole bunch of pens. And it's gonna be notebooks filled with shit that look like this. Cause I like to write a lot of shit down, cause this keep me together.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not good with, I smoke a lot of weed, like I said. So everything, I'm not gonna remember that in my head.
Yeah.
So I write it down so I can stay on my shit. So I do a lot of writing and a lot of planning, and I try to make sure I take things one step at a time so I can actually execute these things. I can't get too much piled up on my plate. So I take it step at a time, so I can, instead of having 4 things that I'm focusing on, I want to just focus on one thing and get that together, and then move on to number 2. And get that together, and then move to number 3. That's what works for me. Some people can do it and knock down a whole bunch of shit, you know? Yeah. Me, myself, if I do that, it will be lousy.
So you like to chip away and shit?
Yeah, I definitely, I'm a chipper away. I'm chipping away at success right now. That's what I've been doing. I'm chipping. I'm chipping. Hell yeah, I'm just chipping away, working hard, taking small stabs at it, you know what I'm saying? Until I get to where I want to get to. Yeah. I take it baby steps to get, this lady told me one time you had to celebrate small victories. So sometimes when we're trying to get all the way up here, we don't celebrate the small steps we get to down here. If you celebrate small victories, you can be preparing yourself for the big kahuna. You know, so don't worry and focus too much all the way up there. Let me take these baby steps. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
So you said don't be too hard on yourself.
Swimming. I ain't say don't be too hard on yourself, because I'm hard than a motherfucker on myself, but I'm cool with that. I come from a tough love kind of family. My mother was a Gemini and she was a motherfucker. So, you know, I come from tough love, so I give tough love, and I'm tough on myself, and I wouldn't want it no other way though. I don't want nothing soft around me. I don't want nobody being soft with me. I want somebody to tell me flat the fuck out. This is how it is. This what you're doing wrong. This what you need to do better, because that's how I know how to get it. I don't want you to be like, you know, you should be doing this, because I don't understand that shit. Tell me what I need to do so I can do it. I need that stern type of thing, so I'm hard on myself. So my
form of execution is research. I'm a researcher. So one of my favorite quotes is, research is to see what everybody else has seen and to think what nobody else has thought. So that's the type of person I am. I look up everything. I check out everything. I research. I'm the type of person, I study my battle and I study my enemy. So I always know how to come to them, and I like to, you gotta remember, I like to be educated, and I like to know what I'm up against, so when I execute my plan, I'm always successful. I always look at a no as a maybe a yes, and a yes already knew it. So that's how I look at my form of success. I like to research. So that's a big thing for me. So when I make excuses for things, I do think about it, but then I like to research my task so I don't have to make an excuse. Because a lot of times when I make excuses, because I don't know. Mm-hmm. So I'm one of them people that like
a lot
to
of people do that.
Out.
They make excuses because they don't know.
Yep. So I like to find things. I like to read about it. I like to look it up. I like to have my T's crossed, my I's dotted. You're not gonna never catch me without knowing what the hell I'm talking about. Because anybody come to me, I want to back it up with like, well, I read this and this is where it's at. Because I don't ever want anybody to tell me that it's not facts. So I'm a more logical thinker and a factual person. So that's how I like to execute. How do you like to execute down there?
Well, I think if you ain't executing, you don't really care too much about the project or what's going on. So I just believe everybody you want it, go handle your business.
Yeah, you had just said a few minutes ago, you don't, what you say? I was about to say, oh, you said you don't really like to talk about nothing that you don't really know about. I always talk about shit I don't know about. And not really, like, I ain't gonna try to school you about it, but like sometimes I just be saying shit, I don't be knowing where it be coming from for real.
You just freestyle.
I be freestyling. Once again, like, I blame a lot of shit on the weed. This shit taking me out, my nigga. Boy. So I smoke so much weed, sometimes I just get to talking and somebody be like, no, actually, it was that. I'm like, okay, I like people to school. Like I said, I like people to check me on my shit. So if I'm ever saying some shit, just check me like, no. I'll be like, 7 years ago. You'll be like, no, bitch, 4 scores. Tell me, cause the weed be having me on a whole nother planet. That shit be like 4, 3, 2. I don't know, nigga.
You know, I meant to bring this up, just not to get back to the current events, but I did want to tell. Did anybody hear about the Michael Jackson thing? How they HBO made a documentary talking about Michael Jackson, and they you know they do with black folks. They bring your shit up.
Oh,
So they bring it up that he molested people at Neverland Ranch. So
No,
they had,
somebody came out for that.
So do you believe that Michael Jackson was molesting those kids?
Absolutely.
You think so?
You about to? Oh.
Oprah. Oh, okay.
I thought you said you was about to.
Yeah.
I don't think Mike was touching them kids.
I thought everybody always knew Mike was touching them
I don't
kids.
think
Now
Mike
we
was
don't know
touching
that.
kids. I don't think
Mike
so.
was stuck in the kid's mindset itself.
What kid?
He's saying Mike was stuck in the kid
He definitely
mind
was Peter
life.
Pan. He definitely was
So
Peter
Mike
Pan.
wasn't fucking no kids.
Oh,
I'm just saying, I'm a parent, so I'm gonna just say as a parent, I'm not letting my child hang out with no 40-year-old.
Yeah, Mike ain't want no friend.
I don't give a damn who you is. You could be Barack Obama. You ain't spending the night at the house. I don't know you. My mama was strict on me. I couldn't just spend the night at folks' house.
My grandmother still won't let me
I
spend the
wasn't.
night.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I ain't doing that.
She be like, nigga, no, can't nobody get in your car.
Right.
No, don't ride with all them niggas. No,
Right.
no.
So I don't believe. I always feel like, you know, it's always down to the parents. A lot of y'all was clout chasing. Don't let your kids spend the night over no grown man house. That ain't your uncle or your little brother. Or
Like,
your
cause who
cousin
let
and all
somebody
that.
spend the night over
And
Michael's house?
over Michael, how you know he
It was
weird?
all white kids. It wasn't not a one black kid.
Macaulay Culkin done did Home Alone and done went over Michael's. Like, why are you at Michael Jackson
over
house?
there? Who letting these kids stay over there?
Home Alone with Michael.
Right.
Just like the 15-year-old.
It's the money, y'all. They coming out for the money. It's all about the
I mean,
pay.
the thing about it, if Michael wanted my son to stay at his house and he got all that money, me and Derek going to Michael's
I'm
house.
saying too.
Period. I'm gonna let Derek go, but me and him going
I'm coming
together.
too, right.
We definitely going to Neverland. Period. We going to Neverland. We up in that bitch.
Riding the rides,
I'm
playing with
blackmailing
bubbles.
you when I leave.
And we playing with the monkeys and the tigers and shit.
You gotta do it the right way.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to
After
Michael.
getting blackmailed.
But Michael definitely played with them kids.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Okay.
Quit spreading rumors on the dead.
Michael ain't played with them kids. R. Kelly ain't played with them girls.
Well,
No, Kelly did it.
R. Kelly
No,
definitely
no,
did.
no.
Oh,
Now
okay.
you going too far.
Oh, okay.
You going too
I
far.
didn't know how far y'all was going.
It's too soon. It's too soon.
Oh, okay.
Too soon.
That's a sensitive subject.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, right?
That's the main word.
Well, okay.
People love that word,
The
don't they?
thing, this what I'm be tripping on with everybody. Everybody always about to, and I'm not trying to once again go against the black brother. I ain't. But it's like now everybody want to act like all this is just a conspiracy. They trying to take the black brothers off of this planet. Bill Cosby didn't do that. R. Kelly didn't do that. Michael Jackson didn't do that.
Quit putting Mike in this shit, man.
Like that, I'm not really rolling with that whole conspiracy theory because some of these people probably
Some
was
of y'all
doing
did
that.
some of
You're
that.
not telling me Bill Cosby was not slipping them bitches pills, doing what he wanted to do with them. He got all that money. Them women is trying to stay around, and they who gonna believe me? I'm a broke whore. Nobody wants to hear me. They not gonna. I mean, they wasn't broke, but they wasn't Bill Cosby.
What really need to start happening is people need to stop compromising and taking that money. Quit taking that hush money,
It's all
and a
about
lot of shit will be on the table.
Because every time it's a case, they always be like, this person settled out in court. This person settled out in court because at the end of the day, they know even if they continue to go and fight for their truth, it's going to be too hard because these people are millionaires.
Yeah.
How can I go even at them?
That's why it go on for so long.
Man.
Right.
So
Fuck all
R.
that.
Kelly did. The prosecutor never brought charges. They had to go to the grand jury.
R. Kelly did it.
They didn't feel like they had a case big enough. The prosecutor was scared to try the case himself. That's why he submitted it to the grand jury. He knew for a fact because the video, according to CNN, the girl say, my parts look like a 14-year-old. She don't say she's 14 years old. So at the end of the day,
I hope with these new videos that came out, and he just been arrested recently. He just got
I'm talking about
out.
that
Some
video.
girl, they said, posted his bond. And
A what?
a girl posted his bond.
his attorney.
A fan, no, I'm saying his attorney did it, but a fan posted his bond.
So they did a GoFundMe for R. Kelly?
No,
He got a mean.
a woman posted his bond.
I'm not buying
And
no
she was a
flip out.
fan.
I'm sorry. I love
They
the
walked
flip.
out and
I
she
ain't
was right
buying
behind him
him
like, turn up, bitch. And And when he got out, they were outside chanting, "Free R. Kelly, free R. Kelly." When he got out, and
Did he really go to that same McDonald's and eat?
And they
I
said
don't
he
know
had a
where he
quarter pounder with fries and barbecue sauce, and they said the bill was $50. I said, damn, they do that
all
too.
of the fans probably.
Hey, so the people outside chatting, would they be considered, like, you know how, like, you love somebody whether they right or wrong?
Well, clearly,
Yes.
because they love him no matter what he did. They still R. Kelly fans.
Everybody got people like they gonna love you whether you right or wrong.
I mean, it was people.
That's shady,
you
though.
gotta remember they was writing Anthony Sowell in jail, saying, "I think you so fine. Can we be friends even though you killed all the women, bags of mail?" So like Charles Manson and Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy is I read when I was 12 years old. I remember reading The Only Living Witness, and that was a book about the only woman that survived getting attacked by Ted Bundy, and that book was crazy. People were in love with Ted Bundy.
Yes.
They
People,
really thought
I
he
think,
was fine.
I
Yes.
think some people are just attracted to man. Bad. He said he thought we talking about Al Bundy.
It's a joke.
I think some people are just attracted to the wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter if somebody's right, people like to go against people. Like I said, when they said everybody was protesting Gucci, I went out the very next day and it was like I seen people with more Gucci on. Like people like to go against their people, period. They like to be the person that be like, "Oh no, I'ma do me. I don't care about them." People like to be that person, no matter if it's right or wrong. They like to be the one to feel like I'm standing
I
out.
have on Gucci today, so I'm going against the grain.
Yes, some people just love to do it,
I'm going
period.
against the grain.
No matter what the cause is, it's just some people that like to be that person to go against the cause. Like they don't. I think it's about why we don't come together. Period. Anyway, why most black people ain't
T.I. went
unity.
about it wrong though. See, T.I. went about it wrong. If you're gonna tell me to protest, tell me to protest indefinitely. Don't put a cap on my protest, because now you just want a life. Don't tell me not to wear Gucci for 3 months after I already just paid $800. Nigga, I'm buying it and I'm wearing it. So that's the thing. Like, don't tell me to wait 3 months. Tell me don't fuck with it forever.
Yeah, tell me we flat out
ain't doing it. Because you told me this while you had on Timberlands.
Hey, but that's the thing.
So that's just ridiculous.
They're going to tell you that, but you got to ban a lot of other people, though.
That's what I'm saying. If that's the case, we going to start back wearing cross colors. Who about to wear cross colors and MCM in here?
I'm going to go get me some Apple
One
jeans.
One person.
And some lugs.
You going to wear some gasoline jeans?
And some lugs.
Right. You know, you wear baby fat or fat farm, they want to think you a bum. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. You can't win, period, with people. That's why you got everybody gonna think you a bum.
You shouldn't even be concerned with
That's what
somebody
I'm
else.
saying. That's how people are.
See,
so
you know what I've been
wear
doing?
whatever you want to wear.
This what I said I'm gonna try to do. Once again, I'm gonna try to get my campaign a little bigger. But I've been on it, and I've been liking how the feedback I've been getting. I've been wearing a lot of black-owned businesses, like Company the King right here. And I wore 2 hoodies last week. Here I wore the Comma Club hoodie, and he's a black what you call it, designer. Is that what you guys are? Yeah. And then I wore my co-host thing, and we got to get on that, to the art exhibit I went to last week. And it's so crazy because once again I be getting lit. So it was free drinks all night. So I'm so geeked that somebody like that sweater hard as fuck. I didn't even remember what I had on for a minute. I looked down, I'm like, damn, that's what's up, because they talking about my people's line, and they like, that bitch hard as fuck. And that's like, I felt really good because I'm wearing my people's line. So I said, what I'm gonna try to do, I have a huge platform. I'm gonna try to continue to wear people around Cleveland or other cities, you know what I'm saying? Because we wear, not to mention, I don't be having shit to wear anyways. So it's even better. Let me wear my people's. Throw that bitch on. But it felt good that they were up in my shit and it was somebody that I know versus all this other stuff. We pay money. We go and spend this big money for all these name brand Louis Vuitton and all these other people. Half of the time you don't even got it to be spending that much for that shit. I done bought Louis and Gucci's before, but I had a couple dollars, but still, I didn't need an $800 purse. I damn sure wasn't at one point for real where I had 800 in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm trying to. But we go out and above, we go above and beyond because so many people want to look like we got it. You know, they want to look like I'm doing this.
There are people who actually do have it. So
I'm saying very few. You got to think about the people in Cleveland right now.
I ain't saying I'm not saying pay $4,000 for a purse and your light's about to be cut off. Now that's just fuckery and foolishness. But if you I will say for me, if you have the money, you treat yourself to whatever you want. But what I'm saying, as far as what T.I. was saying, I'm not gonna boycott because you say do it for 3 months. If I'm gonna boycott, I'm gonna not wear it indefinitely.
So let me say this.
And I'm not against. I'm very much for wearing black designers because I'm
Absolutely.
waiting on another hoodie from him for the free ski. What's up? Not gonna pay.
Look. So let me say this. So this.
I want another sweater my damn self. But I'm just saying, I'm always gonna support. But I do think people don't knock somebody for wearing it, and don't knock somebody because they don't want to wear it.
No, this is what I'm saying.
about
Let's go with it. I'm just gonna say, for instance, in Cleveland. Now we know plenty of people that walk around with Louis Vuitton and Gucci.
Oh,
Louis
absolutely.
Louis Vuitton purse, literally the smallest Louis Vuitton purse probably starts about $800. You know, and it might not because they don't even have a speedy. That bitch used to be $750. It ain't even $750 no more. I looked at that bitch one time. That bitch was $900.
No, you started
So
at $700.
we're talking about Louis Vuitton and Gucci. A lot of people that you see every day is walking around with these things. Now, when I say they don't have it, they may have $800, $900 to buy that, but it's like, for real, do you really got the money to be buying an $800, $900 purse? Is your shit all the way together, for real, to be buying something like that? $800 purse is almost $1,000. Do you own your house? Do you own that motherfucker? Do you still paying the car note? Because you're paying $1,000 for a bag.
But you can't. But here's my thing. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. You can't knock somebody if they buy it.
No, I'm not knocking them. I'm saying
Have your shit together.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm not knocking them at all.
Right.
Do you? Because I'm gonna do me.
That's what I just
I'm
said.
saying.
Don't spend that money in your light bill
I
not
know.
paid. You ain't paying your bills.
So what-
That's when it's just foolery.
So what about women that accept gifts and they know they need the money when a nigga buy them a $4,000?
Well, I would just ask for the money.
No, I'm just saying, but a lot of people just take the gifts and they know they need
No,
they
I'm gonna
shit
tell you
together.
like this: if a nigga buy me $1,000 purse on my mama, I'm selling that bitch.
Period.
I would
Period.
just ask for the money.
I'm not about to wear it. I'm selling it.
I'm gonna ask for
I
the
don't
money.
want it.
But is
I'm
that-
selling
the
it.
money, but see, that's where you.
But is that disrespect when you just look at a nigga and say, no, take this back, I want that money?
No, but this
I don't know, you gon' get it.
This is not here to get. No, here's
Hold
the
on,
thing.
excuse me, what you say?
No, it's not.
It's
Okay.
not?
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, it's not.
All right.
Take it back and give me the money.
I'm trying to tell you.
Take it back.
I'm trying to
But
tell you.
before you even do that, you already know on my own to give me the money first.
Well, that's somebody that know what you do. What's up?
I said before you even do that, you gonna know what I'm on. That I want the money first.
God damn it, where you at?
I know that's right. Hello, talk to me. Talk to me.
Give me the money.
I'm not, like I said, I had Louis and Gucci's. I literally own everything I love. When I started my business 5 years ago, I sold 4 bags. So I can say if you do buy those bags, they do come, they're an investment for real. For real, because you can sell them. I sold 3 Louis and 1 Gucci. I sold them to this white girl on the west side. She was starting a consignment shop. So I didn't, like I said, I bought them one time because I had a lot of money because my dad had passed. I would never go spend $800 on a purse. I spent $800 because my dad had left me $95,000. So $800 wasn't shit. But when I started my business, I said, I don't need this bullshit. When I want a Louis, I got a motherfucking purse from Walmart that hold up better than that. I went and sold every purse I had to a white woman on the west side. She gave me $400 for each purse, literally. It was one of those purses that was $1,600 I paid for. She gave me $400 for. I'm like, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. I need to go get this office down there because I know what I wanted to do with it. And so at this point, I cannot see me still right now buying no $800 purse, period. If I buy an $800 purse, I'm going to be all right. And when I say all right, I mean I ain't tripping about nothing. That's where I'm at in my mind right now. Nothing. I damn sure ain't tripping about that 800. I'm going to have triple, quadruple that shit. I can't do it right now.
I will say I'm not opposed because I like certain things, and if I work hard and it's a treat to me, I'ma buy it. But what I am gonna say is make sure your priorities are first. So make sure you take care of your business first. Me, I have my own business and I work really hard and it's treat me very well. So if I want to go out and treat myself, I'ma do that. But what I'm gonna make sure is that my bills is paid and my lease is paid on my bill, that my salon, that my shit is paid. and I'm gonna make sure my ducks is in a row.
I know
So
that's right.
I'm not gonna go and spend $1,000 and I ain't got no food, or I need new tires, or I ain't even got no oil change, or no the basic shit. So that's where I think people get the issue where don't live outside your means. There's nothing wrong with treating yourself nice, because everybody like to wear nice and look nice.
I think I just like a different quality about things, you know?
But take care of your business first.
I learned that my Louis Vuitton, when I was carrying that bitch, it wasn't too much different from my small purse that looked similar to it, but that was $600 cheaper.
But you gotta remember,
I learned that.
all of it is just people. You gotta remember, all these luxury brands are just people who believe in their name enough to charge more.
Absolutely.
So if these black designers believe in their names and they charge more, we're gonna pay more. So that's just the nature of the beast.
Point.
That's the nature of the beast. It's like if you go to any other place and one hairstylist charge you $35, you go to the other girl, she charge you $95. Ain't nothing wrong if you pay for the $95. She believes she worth $95.
Absolutely.
You can't knock her for $95.
No,
So
guess what? I ain't gonna knock her, but I'm just at that point in my life where I'm still gonna go pay the $35
and that's where you at.
Just because.
But there are people
I like to stretch my shit out right now.
But there are people who like the 95.
But the price point makes people think it's more exclusive.
That's all I'm
think
saying.
everybody else ain't about
And that's
to
how
have
these
it.
people became
They think it's
famous.
real leather and it's not.
And that's how all these luxury items got to be its price point.
They
It don't
selling
mean
you $4,000
you better,
bag,
just
they
mean
real
you spend
leather.
more. It
So
don't mean you
look,
better.
let me ask y'all real quick. I don't know if any of y'all were there, but last weekend it just passed. There was an art museum, an art exhibit at the Contemporary Art Museum. It was called the Heart of the Cocktail. And Wes, I kept trying to get your attention. You didn't see me. You was at the bar. So anyway, the thing about it is like this event that I went to was so exclusive. First off, it was so nice. I then came back the next day to ask all my peoples on social media, like, why everybody wasn't there? You know, because I don't know about nobody else, but it seemed like everybody could use a little leveling up. You know what I'm saying? A little appreciating art, appreciating being around really good people, appreciating being around a grown motherfucker where they got jazz playing, where you looking at the art. You know what I'm saying? So I was there and I was thankful, but I then came back to my people like, why I ain't see y'all? Because I see people that party every day. They go out and party every day, spend money every day, drink every day, but they wasn't at something so raw and dope that it was really for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a black man from our city who put on an art show to show everybody how art and drinks come together, called the Heart of the Cocktail. So a lot of us, once again, don't know maybe. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't know about art and don't know about these events, so they miss out on stuff like that. But everybody should be at things like that because it was so, it just, like I said, it made me feel like I needed to step my shit up. Because it was that fucking nice.
And even before that, we live in the city of Cleveland. If you don't know, the Cleveland Museum of Art I go there just like twice a month, and they have a very wonderful place that you can have brunch. And when I tell you, we have real live Picassos. So, and I'm a lover of art, and so if you do not take advantage of going down the University Circle and seeing a real Picasso, you have to understand they have real nights there. Like, these are people these paintings have been around for centuries and worth billions of dollars. And when you learn about art, it's so emotional and you can appreciate it. So that's something that you need to be exposed to anyway, is going to take advantage of what the city got to offer. But this particular event was, from the pictures that I saw, was magnificent. So I think just art, period, is something that you need to take advantage of, especially if you live here.
So this is what I came to the conclusion of, that clearly it needs to be like some kind of cross promotion.
Yeah.
So, you know, because there's a lot of people that said they didn't know. So, okay, you didn't know. What I asked everybody to do is, like, on your social media pages, because who follow Brandon might not follow me. Who follow him might not follow her. Maybe if you can just, out of the kindness of your heart, if you see something, just repost it. If you see a black business, just repost it.
Yeah.
You ain't got to ask them, oh, let me get this much. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got 21,000 followers. I shot you out a few times, but you ain't going to get too much up off of me. Because at the end of the day, I can bring you money. I'm not going to continue bringing you money and you ain't helping me out as well. I ain't going to keep, talk to me, big man. So it's like, I felt like it was so many people that didn't know about that event. I want to continue to use my platform to help other people know. But I do it all the time anyway. Some people have 200 followers, but they doing something. I'ma shout them out because she got some good shit going on. And I need these people to help her figure it out. So if we all could just like try to use our social media platforms for a little better than we do. You know, a lot of times when you post bullshit all the time, you gonna post, oh, Kylie Jenner and friends sleeping with Tristan Thomas. Oh my God. But you won't post your homies who got a business. You won't repost him and he got a new car wash over on Miles.
That's true.
Won't even pull up to the car wash.
And my girl right there got the daycare. What's it called again?
It's the Kids Style Lounge. It's the beauty shop and barber shop for children.
Talk to him.
It's 4604 Tony Road in Rockville Heights. Kids Style Lounge.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go. There you go.
Shout out them black kids.
So we have to continue to like help our peoples. Like we are, a lot of our black-owned business are really flourishing right now. You know what I'm saying? And don't get discouraged if you see somebody and they doing their thing and you like, damn, what about me? Just stick in there because it takes time because we got to work harder. We got this black face on us. We got to work harder. So if we can use our social media platform just a little more to help support our peoples. We all trying. Don't think if you help him, it's gonna take some money out your pocket.
Right,
it ain't.
Right.
Or
It
some
ain't.
shine off of you. It ain't taking no shine off
It ain't
of
gonna hurt at all. You never. The blessings gonna come around anyway.
It definitely
So
will
try
be a
to put them out into this world.
So if anybody here got about a business, is an entrepreneur, or just know one that you support, please shout them out. If you doing anything, I myself, I'm a nail tech and I'm a yoga teacher, and I'm in the salon loft. So if you want your nails done, come holler at me. I do a hellified pedicure as well as facials, and I'm a yoga
Talk to
teacher.
her.
I'm a bomb-ass yoga teacher. I was the first person to bring trap yoga to Cleveland. I was the first person to do that. Don't get it twisted with what you see on Instagram. I'm a legit yoga teacher. I teach very good yin style yoga. I will be whoop your ass. You will be in shape. So, you know, for me, I wanted to bring yoga because that was something a lot of people in our culture didn't even know nothing about.
What you got to say back there?
I want you to know I know about Kim. Okay, she ain't there no more, but she makes a damn good point.
I know that's right. You better say that. You better say that.
Thank you, ma'am.
We got right though. That's my girl Kim right there.
Hey.
And she's at the Hilltop Lounge. If y'all looking for a nice place to go and have a drink, she cooked her ass off. She at the Hilltop Lounge. What's the address, Kim? You a lie.
Monday was my last day.
Well, where you at now? I'm about to fight you. You know I don't play about my lemon pepper wings, Kim. That just hurt my heart. Every time I come in there, she be like, 5 lemon pepper wings, fries. I already know 1 ranch. Okay, you know I don't play about my lemon pepper. So that's what I asked everybody. If y'all could just take that from here, try to shop different people out on social media. Black-owned business. It's so many people. Just find a few people and just shout them out and tell your followers, because clearly it's a bunch of people that don't know about other things. So just make sure y'all can try to shout them out, let them know what's going on. Anytime y'all need any shout outs, y'all can DM me at My Loud Radio. Like I said, you can get a few. You will not get too many. I am working too, okay? Mama working too. Got a family to feed, a family to feed.
Well, you know what, Alex? Today's brother.
Uh-huh.
The one that got here tonight. Kim told me she was coming, so I had to call Alex to get the right darn address.
I know that's right.
All right, now.
That's my boy Alex.
Hey.
That's my boy Alex.
Well, we are glad you came.
My first day here.
Hey. We are glad
We
you
here
came.
every Wednesday. Come on.
No, I'm too young. I can't hang out every night.
I know that's right.
That's right.
Oh, but if you pick one day out the week to hang out, come on down on Wednesday.
Well, tell me when the 70 years old come out.
Oh, we gonna find some. They was here last week. You missed them, girl. They was up in here. All the old school players. So thanks everybody for coming down. We appreciate it. Like I said, we are here every Wednesday. And in March, let me tell y'all about March. March, it is a Pisces. It's a monthly Pisces party, okay? Because Tasha's a Pisces, Nail's a Pisces, it's all kind of Pisces. They are going to have a whole month of partying, okay?
Right here.
So it's going to be events every day. Make sure y'all come back down here. We're going to start it off next week. And it's parties going down. It's Pisces season. I'm a Capricorn, but I'm going to go on and fuck with him. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna let you in.
I'm going to fuck with him, but it's really a Capricorn thing for real. Yes, talk to him, Capricorn.
Capricorn,